can be good and bad by the motivation it can give you, having you get done what you're trying to complete. But sometimes it can lead to the total opposite.
Oh, my ankle! Ah! My ankle, dude! Ah! Dude! I need help! I broke my ankle, dude. Ow. Ah. Oh, dude.
And things can change in just a flash. Psychological stress can be harmful, created by internal perceptions that cause an individual to have anxiety or other negative emotions in a situation. Examples can be pressure, discomfort, depression, and the list goes on. As a proven fact, teens are more likely than adults to report that their stress level has a slight or no impact on their body or physical health. 31% of teens say that their stress level has increased in the past year, and 34% believe their stress level will increase in the upcoming year. Although teens do not appear to recognize the potential impact of stress on their physical and mental health, they often struggle to cope. Only 50% report feeling confident about their ability to handle their personal problems, and 46% say they feel they're on top of the feelings. Explanatory concepts deal with the energizing, directive, and emotional aspects of motivation, and the interactions of emotions and motivations as related to the kind of stress and task components. Up to 15% of those who are depressed die by suicide, and 26,000 fatal overdoses each year.
Relationships with family, friends, or a partner can be amazing, but they can also be very stressful at times. And in the long run, stress can be very detrimental to one's physical and emotional stability. Anger is a very powerful emotion that can lead to arguments, physical fights, physical abuse, assault, and self-harm. It could then lead to headaches, abdominal pain, high blood pressure, heart attacks, and depression. Being depressed can follow up with addiction, self-injury, reckless behavior, and destroying relationships. In the U.S., 20 million women and 10 million men suffer from a clinically significant eating disorder at some point in their life. 61% of American adults are either overweight or obese. The body then has to work hard, which increases blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and the chances of diabetes and heart disease. On the other hand, anorexia will eventually deteriorate muscle tissue while lowering blood pressure and heart rate. The reduction of bone density will then follow. 5 to 10% of anorexics die within 10 years after contracting the disease, and 18 to 20% of anorexics will die after 20 years. Alcohol can cause liver failure, permanent damage to the brain, ulcers, inflammation of the stomach walls, and oral cancer. In America, roughly 11,000 people die in DUI-related accidents, and 1.5 million are arrested every year. Suicide is the second leading cause of death between the ages of 10 and 24. In 2011, 39,000 people died by suicide, which is roughly 10,000 more than car accidents. Stimulants can cause addiction, paranoia, and long-term insomnia with weight fluctuation. Alcohol, marijuana, inhalants, and prescriptive drugs are depressants that work by affecting the part of the brain that controls a person's bodily functions like breathing and heartbeat. Consistently vomiting will cause destruction of the tooth enamel, dehydration, electrolyte imbalance, or even erosions and small tears to the esophagus. We are born into this world as an individual, so why let others, even family, affect how we feel and carry ourselves? None of this is worth it when you can always do something about it.
Stress is inside of us and is pushing back with things we cannot come at peace with. Your body reacts to the stress in two ways: healing or protecting. In healing cells, carry on the processes of healthy metabolism. In protection mode, it traps toxins and keeps them until shifted back to normality. As long as this occurs, healthy processes stop occurring. How does stress affect relationships? Stress can weaken and even destroy what seemed to be a stable relationship. It can cause you to hurt the ones you love unintentionally. You can undeliberately pass on stress to the other person in the relationship. What are causes of stress in a relationship? Stress can come from job-related, financial, marital, or parental problems. It can cause uncomfortable and mental and physical reactions to life's events. It's important to understand how stressful events affect you. Since you can't avoid it, you have to be able to recognize it and manage it. Take the time to find out what the problem is and then share it with your partner. Your partner may be able to help you deal with your stress. Is stress healthy for a relationship? The problem with stressful events is that they demand a response. Talking, managing, conflict, all of these processes are key to lasting, but none of them are easy. Stress isn't always bad for a relationship though. Sometimes it can even strengthen a relationship once dealt with. Sometimes stress can be a test of whether or not that relationship is strong enough to handle what is thrown at them. How to handle stress in a relationship. Take a break from him or her. Don't worry about the mess. Try and solve your own problems or work together on them. Don't be afraid. It doesn't have to be a long break. Just take some time to be friends. If you stop and smell the roses, you can always start over, in the traditional ways. Center yourself and your lifestyle around these treatments. What are ways to avoid stress in a relationship? Allow. Be reasonable with the demands you put on yourself and let others help you. Avoid. Stay away from negativity from the media, family, friends, co-workers, until you can be at peace around it. Talk. Seek out counseling from a trained therapist or talk with a trusted friend. Relax. Take time to just stop. Taking a break can allow you to be more productive in the long run. Release. Let go of anger, blame, resentment, jealousy, and grudges. Yell at the wall, punch a pillow, or just let held energy dissolve and flow out of you. Laugh. Maintain a sense of humor, watch funny movies, and have some fun.
For a number of people, food can become a mechanism for coping with stress. Stress is so demanding on the body that the immune system suffers, making you more vulnerable to cold and infection. Stress can push people towards overeating. The stress hormone cortisol is released from the brain, which increases appetite and can lead to weight gain. Complex carbohydrates such as whole grains, fruits, and vegetables can induce the brain to increase serotonin production and stabilizing blood pressure as a way to reduce stress. Stress increases the release of the chemically active ingredient in heroin, cocaine, and other narcotics. These neurotransmitters resemble addictive properties. The nutrients in fruit are vital for health and maintenance of your body. The potassium in fruit can reduce your risk of heart disease and stroke. Researchers at the University of Miami found that when people are placed in stressful situations, they're likely to consume 40% more food than normal. Vegetables have high fiber content that can help relieve constipation. Constipation is a long-term effect of stress. Chronic stress can weaken our ability to fight disease. By upping our intake of antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables, we can boost our immune system. Stress can cause dehydration, but dehydration can also cause stress. Tea, coffee, cocoa, and energy drinks should be avoided when stressed. They contain neurostimulators like caffeine and theobromine, which are proven to heighten stress. People who are stressed tend to slack off during workouts, yet exercising barely takes up 2% of your day. Exercising is the most recommended activity to help reduce stress. Physical activity produces endorphins, which improves the ability to sleep and reduces stress.
Thanks for watching today, ST. I'm Annie, a producer for STHS News. Today is the day of connection, and your call to action is to connect with friends and family and let them know that you support them. And knowing that others have your back can really help relieve stress and tension. And speaking of backs and tension, today's lunchtime activity will be on massage. So make sure to bring a partner to the multipurpose room and learn some new techniques on massage. Tomorrow is the day of laughter, so dress to be witty by wearing a funny or silly t-shirt and keep it school appropriate. At lunch, you can enjoy a comedy routine in the multi-purpose room, and your call to action is to share your favorite school-appropriate joke or pun using the hashtag HealthyST. By the way, you can use the hashtag all week to participate in the online conversation. Friday is the day of freedom, so dress comfortably and bring a yoga mat or a towel because there will be yoga going on in the multi-purpose room. Well, that's all we have for the video today, and your teacher will lead a new class game with motion and connection. Have a supportive and wonderful and healthy day, ST.